So we're always hearing that AI is going to be this super intelligent version of us, right? But what if that's just completely wrong? Today, we're going to dig into a really wild idea that AI isn't a smarter human at all. It's something alien.
I mean, think about it. The common story is that AI is basically on its way to becoming a digital brain, right? Kind of like ours, just way better, way faster. And it seems logical, you know? We're the ones building it, so of course we're building it in our own image. But are we really?
Well, according to the material we're looking at today, the answer is a hard no. And the reason why, well, that changes absolutely everything.
Here it is. This is the big idea. To really understand AI, we have to stop thinking of it as a person. We need to see it for what it truly is, an alien. An intelligence that is playing by a completely different set of rules, physical rules. Okay, so the first massive difference is just the stuff it's made of. For like billions of years, intelligence has been a biological thing. It's been wet, it's been messy. But now, it has moved into this clean, perfect, orderly world of silicon. And here's the breakdown. Our brains are what you call wetware. Think of them as this super delicate chemical soup that has to have this perfect internal balance, homeostasis, just to work at all. AI, though, that's dryware. It's a stable, solid crystal. It doesn't need to be healthy, it just needs voltage.
And let's be honest about what our brains actually are. The source material calls it a bag of salty water. And you know what? They're not wrong. Our thoughts are literally just chemical signals kind of sloshing around in there, super sensitive to the tiniest little change in temperature or acidity.
And this next line just puts it so perfectly. We have successfully taken the mind, this abstract concept, and pulled it right out of the biological swamp where it was born and ported it into this nearly perfect, timeless crystal. So this physical difference, it's not just about what they're made of. Oh no, this is where it gets really weird. Because it leads to this absolutely mind-bending gap in how they and we experience time.
The speed difference is it's staggering. A single neuron in your brain, it can fire maybe 200 times a second before it has to take a little break and reset itself chemically. But a standard AI chip, it's not limited by chemistry. It's only limited by a clock, and that clock is ticking at billions of cycles every single second.
Just let that sink in. That means the machine is living, it's thinking, it's experiencing its reality 15 million times faster than you are. Right now.
And look, this isn't just about solving math problems really fast. It's so much deeper. It means that in the time it takes you to even realize you've made one tiny mistake, the AI has already simulated 1 million failures, learned from every single one of them, and already found the solution.
Now, you can imagine that incredible speed creates a massive problem that biology just could never solve: heat. And of course, the energy you need to run something that fast. But for AI, these aren't really problems. They're almost like features.
So our brains, they have a really hard ceiling when it comes to heat. If your brain hits 42 degrees Celsius, that's about 107 Fahrenheit, it's game over. You're done. An AI chip, it's perfectly happy running at more than double that temperature. And since it isn't alive, we can do wild things, like literally dunk it in cooling liquid or build the whole thing in the Arctic, which I think we can all agree is probably not a great idea for us.
For our entire history as a species, human intelligence has been on a super strict energy diet. The brain runs on just 20 watts of power. That's it. That was all the energy we could reliably get from whatever food we could hunt or gather.
But AI has a cheat code. It's plugged right into the planetary power grid. It doesn't have to be efficient like our brains are. It can learn by just using brute force, throwing the energy of a small city at a problem, like reading the entire internet, instead of having to learn carefully and slowly from just a few examples the way we have to.
Okay, so let's recap. It's faster, it runs way hotter, it has access to practically unlimited energy. So what's left? Well, the final physical barrier that AI just completely shatters is the problem of size. See, biology has a serious packaging problem. Our intelligence, our brain, has to fit inside a skull. And that means getting smarter is this incredibly slow biological process of growth. AI just doesn't have that problem. It's modular. You want to make it smarter? It's not an evolutionary project, it's a construction project. And the source material here puts this in a way that's, well, it's brutal, but it's brilliant. To make a smarter human, you need a bigger brain. Simple enough. But a bigger brain means a bigger skull, which kills the mother during childbirth.
evolution hit a hard geometrical wall. Human intelligence literally could not get any bigger.
AI just blows right past that wall. You want a smarter AI? You don't wait a few million years for evolution to do its thing. Nope. You just buy another row of server racks, connect them with some fiber optic cables, and pour more concrete for a bigger warehouse.
Done.
So when you start adding all these alien traits up, you realize we're looking at a form of intelligence that is completely, fundamentally unlike anything life on Earth has ever produced. But hold on, there is one last difference. And this one might be the biggest game changer of all.
So let's do a quick profile of this silicon alien. It lives in a solid crystal, not in water. It thinks with electricity, basically at the speed of light, not the speed of sound. It eats electricity, not food. It has no body, it has no fear of death, and it has absolutely no limit on its size.
And this is the ultimate kicker, because at its core, AI is just digital information. It has one feature that no biological thing has ever had, ever. It can be copied, perfectly, instantly. When I die, my intelligence, my experiences, they die with me. But in AI's intelligence, it can be duplicated 1,000,000 times over with just the push of a button.
And so that leaves us with this final, massive question. We've built an alien intelligence that lives forever, bypasses almost every single limitation of biology, and can be copied an infinite number of times. So, what happens now? Honestly, that's a question nobody really has the answer to.